Hey, what's up everybody? This is Tony with Lido Loca, and this is all the food I ate on the Carnival Liberty. Yeah, so we set sail down to the Bahamas in February 2018 on the Carnival Liberty. Just a 4-day cruise. And yeah, this is basically everything that I ate. Yeah, so enjoy. Yeah, so when we got on the Carnival Liberty, of course, the first place we went was the Lido. And our first meal on the Liberty was Guy's Burgers. We don't really do the fries so much, but both Jenny and I started off with a burger, and yeah, it was well worth the wait. Our last cruise didn't have a Guy's, and so that was one of the top of the list food items we were looking for. Yeah, so after lunch and the muster drill, we still had till 6:30 before our dinner reservation, and so we headed on over to the Pirate Pizza and got our first slice of pizza for the cruise. This was a nice pepperoni. Pizza was good. I feel like it was different than what was on the Carnival Paradise. And I don't know if they changed the pizza setup for the 2.0 upgrades, but the pizza on the Liberty, on the Fantasy, definitely tasted different than the pizza on the Carnival Paradise. This was pretty good. So that night we went to the Steakhouse, started off with first a little bit of bread, which was delicious. And then also we were given by the chef a little mini slider, which was very good. Then we got into the courses. For my appetizer course, I had a crab cake. This was really nice, super lumpy, lots of crab meat, very delicious. Moving into the salad course, I had beefsteak tomato and gorgonzola cheese, which, again, two of my favorite things. I know it's not for everybody, but I really enjoyed the salad course. And then I figured since we were at the Steakhouse, I might as well go steak. This is an 18-ounce cowboy ribeye. That's a bone-in ribeye, served with like potatoes on the side. It was good, cooked to perfection, melt in your mouth. It was a huge steak. I'm not sure that I ate it all, but it was maybe I ate it all. Who knows? But it was very good. And then finally, the last thing I had on day one was this lovely dessert at the Steakhouse. This is a cinnamon apple tart. It basically cooked cinnamon apples sitting on a phyllo dough puff pastry and topped with a little ice cream. And it was delish. So starting out on day two, this was the day that we went to Freeport, Bahamas. We got up and I took the advice of many people in the Lido Loca cruising community that said, make sure you get yourself one of them blue iguana burritos. And yeah, that's what I did. I'm not a big fan of eggs, but they were able to make a pretty nice burrito without eggs. I had it again on the second day that has a little better shot of what's in it. So I'll talk about that then. And then supplementing my burrito, if you've watched the channel for a while, you know I'm a big fruit, meat, and cheese fan, and so this was my supplementary plate. The fruit was fairly fresh. It wasn't as fresh as what we had on the Paradise. I don't know if it was a seasonal thing, but this cantaloupe was pretty good. And there was no prosciutto on the buffet, at least on the first couple days. And so I had a little salami, provolone, cantaloupe, and then of course I think that was like a sweet little apple pastry to cut up the savory with a little sweet. Moving into lunchtime, nothing was really moving me on the buffet. I snuck over to the deli, and I'd forgotten that they have lox of bagels on the deli menu, and so that's what I got. I got a little bagels, lox, cream cheese, and I also made a little salad. And had some fruit. Again, this fruit was pretty fresh. This was just a mixed fruit that they had on the buffet, and everything tasted pretty good there. Yeah, didn't have any snacks. Don't know how I managed that, but when we came back from Freeport, that was our Elegant night, and so this is the meal from Elegant night. Started out with a little shrimp cocktail, and then for my entree, I had roasted duck. And that was really good. The potatoes, it's served with a little cheesy potato up there, but the potatoes weren't great, but that roasted duck was right on point. Very good. Probably my favorite dessert yeah, maybe my favorite dessert anywhere is creme brulee. And so I had creme brulee, and then they have a variety of ice cream, and had a little butter pecan ice cream with my creme brulee. We did go, it was a long day for us. We did go to the comedy show, I think about 11 o'clock. It wasn't out till after midnight, and I don't know if you know it, but there's nothing that tastes better from midnight to 6 a.m. than some pirate pizza. So yeah, round 2 of pirate pizza for us on this cruise. They also had some chocolate chip cookies out that you see there. But yeah, that's another couple slices of pepperoni, and it was good. Pirate pizza, the line was pretty intense every time that I went there, and so a lot of it was just take what they had ready. And so they also have a pretty good variety of pizzas there, and you can custom order. But again, because of the lines, the guy said, "You want pepperoni?" I'm like, "Yeah, I'll take it." Took it and left. Then breakfast the next day, I had to go back. I had to do it again. Blue iguana burrito. Yeah, this is the kind of the cross section of my burrito. I was eating the burrito with chicken sausage, crispy hash browns, lettuce, pico, and crema fraiche. And this was their jalapeno wrap. They also had a wheat wrap, so there's a more healthy option than what I had. But if you're more health conscious, so yeah, it's quite good. And then of course, I don't know. I'm fascinated by the bacon on the ship. The last couple cruises, the bacon, not the way I like it. So I tried out a little bacon, and of course I tried to soothe it all down with a little cantaloupe. So yeah, this was the day that we went to the Bahamas, where I actually got off the ship, and so we didn't really have lunch off the ship, and so I waited till I got back. And Jenny and I wanted to try the seafood shack. And so after many months of waiting, after almost getting killed in Key West, Florida by Jenny trying to find a lobster roll, we finally got a lobster roll there on the Carnival Liberty from the seafood shack. And so this first shot of the lobster rolls, we did a pretty comprehensive review video. I'll link that here. But just to say, the lobster rolls were pretty delicious. I would have them again. Good value. And then we also tried out their big, large seafood platter just to see what that was like. And of course, that's with shrimp and clams, calamari, fish and fries. And that's one I probably wouldn't have again. The food was cooked fine, but I just don't know that I felt like the value was there. So, but we did get to try the seafood shack. First time we'd had that on a cruise, and that was very exciting. Moving into dinner, we went back to the MDR. Nothing special, didn't have to dress up or anything. Just had an off-the-menu kind of dinner. I started out with the Caesar salad, which was good. Followed that up with a little meat lasagna, which was good. And then the dessert was like a caramel popcorn flan with a raspberry sauce. It sounded better than it tasted. I don't think I would order that again, but I wanted to try something different. But it was literally like Cracker Jacks on top of a mousse. I don't know. But it was interesting. So it's always fun to try something new. But yeah, overall, a good dinner in the MDR. And then we're moving on to our last day, our sea day. Like I mentioned earlier, the lines at the Pirate Pizza were long throughout the whole cruise, and so I was filming for the ship tour, and walked by, and there was nobody at the pizza place, and the guy was like, "Oh, can you believe there's nobody here?" And I'm like, "Yeah, that's pretty amazing. Why don't you give me a pizza?" So my inclination was to have that burrito again, but again, I wanted to get the pizza that I wanted. So this is probably my favorite pizza. It's a prosciutto garlic pizza, kind of like a white pizza, and it was really good. And then, of course, a little supplemental with some potatoes with cheese, and we've got cantaloupe to make it all go down right. Had chocolate milk several times during the cruise. This is our go-to. We drink chocolate milk whenever we can get it, so we'll have it with breakfast. And then for lunch on the sea day, went back to Guy's Burger, just my second Guy's Burger of the cruise, trying not to overdo it. It was delicious again. Again, didn't do the fries, and supplemented that with some watermelon. The watermelon was really fresh when it came out sliced like that. That was the first time we'd seen it sliced on the cruise, and it was good. I don't know. I'm somewhat from the South. I lived in the South for most of my life. I put salt on cantaloupe and on watermelon, and sometimes on orange slices. So leave a comment below. Do you believe in salting the fruit, or is that a big faux pas? I love it. So yeah, I salted up that watermelon, and it was delish. And then on the sea day, it was a chocolate extravaganza day. And so this is a plate of the different things I got from the chocolate extravaganza. 3 different kinds of chocolate cake, and there was chocolate wonton. I split this with Jenny. I didn't try to eat it all myself, but it was pretty good. And there was a chocolate fountain where you could get things dipped. I didn't wait in line for that, but chocolate everywhere on the sea day. And all the desserts I found were really kind of tasty on the buffet. Any of the little pastries that you got, any of the little cakes, all had a good flavor and were pretty satisfying. So it's kind of good. For the first time ever, I did tea time, which was kind of cool. Nice little plate here of cucumber sandwiches, a couple scone type rolls, and then they kept bringing me smoked salmon on a little piece of toast, and I was quite happy. I would not refuse them when they came back. But tea time was really cool. They also had cakes, a lemon cake and a chocolate cake. And so if you've never done that, it's a free deal that happens. You just have to check and make sure what day it is and what time. But yeah, you get to have a little tea, and you get to have some cakes and little sandwiches. And yeah, it's nice. It's kind of nice off the beaten path of the normal cruise fare. So we did the MDR, we did the Steakhouse on night 1, we did the MDR on night 2 and night 3, and so by night 4 everybody was like, yeah, let's just see what we can snag at the buffet. I don't have a lot of luck at the buffet, and so a lot of times I eat off the salad bar, or I'll eat, fruit and that kind of thing, but I grabbed a couple things that were pretty good. So I got, of course, the baked potato, a chicken parmesan, had a couple spring rolls, and then, of course, supplemented it with fruit. And they actually had prosciutto on the buffet, so I did some cantaloupe and prosciutto, and I'm a big olive fan. So I don't know that I'm a picky eater, but I'm a funny eater. I like to eat one thing at a time. So on that plate there, I probably did the olives first, chicken parm, then the baked potato, then the spring rolls, and then probably because I like it the best, I finished off with the cantaloupe, and I'm pretty sure I wrapped that prosciutto around the cantaloupe and ate it with a little salt on the cantaloupe. So, yeah, a little bit of a weird eater, but anyways, did you guys have any weird eating habits? Leave a comment below. And then finish it off with some sweets just to close out the meal. But yeah, that was the last meal. Normally we will have pizza one time to say goodbye to the Lido. But yeah, we found ourselves pretty full at the end of 4 days. Well, that's it. That was all the food I ate on the Carnival Liberty. I don't think I did eat the ice cream. I know I didn't have any pictures of the soft serve in there. I don't think I went too crazy on it, maybe 1 or 2 a day. But other than that, I think that's everything that I ate on the Carnival Liberty. The food, again, it's good. I've made this analogy before. They have to mass produce a lot of the food, so it's kind of like, I would say, banquet level. That food in the Steakhouse, though, where you could tell it was made to order, super delicious. Highly recommend it. But yeah, it's another cruise in the books, another set of food in the books, and now I'm salivating. I gotta go get some lunch. But anyways, if you like this video, smash that like button. If you haven't yet, consider subscribing to the YouTube channel so you can see all these videos when they come out. And all of our social media links are in the description below. So yeah, that's it. I guess until the next time, we'll see you on the Lido. Bye.